Okay, so the first of the 9-mark questions on the paper was this one here. Assess the accuracy and reliability of the primary methods you use to investigate your geographical inquiry question. So we need to look at that word assess, and we need to make sure that we know what that instruction word on the question means. Second thing is that the accuracy and reliability of 2 of the words that must be referenced and should be what formulates your conclusion. Now we have to talk about the primary methods that we use, so we need to describe what they were and how they helped us in our investigation. That's what the question's asking us to do. So structuring this question, I would suggest that it needs to go like this. We need to make sure that the methods that we used have been outlined. We need to make clear the link between the method and how it helped us in our investigation. Now this is the thing that you should have done in your hypothesis. So in your hypothesis, I believe that the construct of beach will have fewer waves per minute. I will investigate this by, and it will help me to analyse my main question in this way. So that's what we should have been writing in that second part. We must then link between the investigation and the theory. So we need to say that we believe that constructive beaches to have less waves per minute than destructive beaches. And finally at the bottom here, we have to have some kind of qualification. Should be evident as to the accuracy and the reliability of your work. Now, even if your work was accurate and reliable, we have to make reference to the fact that our investigation was very small. We only collected a tiny part of primary data from 2 different beaches. So that means that we can't make sweeping statements about how strong our method is in concluding the difference between a constructive and destructive beach, because we simply don't have enough information to do so. I would suggest when we're structuring this answer, we need to have these paragraphs. We need to have an introduction to begin with of what we did and when we did it. That will probably be 3 or 4 sentences in length, not very long at all, and needs to be a clear paragraph. We then move on to describing at least 2, possibly 3 of our methods that we've used, making sure we go through all of the structure that I've just talked about there. Finally, we need to finish up with a conclusion. If we're running short of time, then the conclusion we do over doing a third method. If we've got sufficient time, then we can do the third method and move on to the conclusion.